Why, hello there! So, I'm just gonna ignore everything that, I said in the last episode. Actually, I'm not gonna be waiting for any of the feedback on all my questions. So I think I have some good ideas for all this place, but instead, I think this entire month, I'm going to make it just this hardcore series. Just for like a good welcome back to this and, hopefully build some hype around the series since, it has been incredibly dead. Also, by the way, if you want to see me play on a series that's not hardcore and I'm just doing a lot of mega builds and it's quite literally the opposite of this world. So this one, I'm going to keep it very flat. But on my second channel, that one's going to be very hilly. It's going to be medieval and magic and fantasy. This one's going to be very flat and futuristic. If you guys want to go and see like another series from me that's actually, uploaded very, very frequently, then I heavily recommend my second channel. It would mean a lot to me if you guys would go over there, subscribe, watch that series. I think you guys will heavily enjoy it. However, though, please keep answering all my questions because I am going to be reading the comments once all of these episodes go live. It's just going to be 4 for this month, so there's going to be 2 more after this, every Friday. But don't worry, like, I am going to be taking feedback. I do want you guys to actually answer everything, I want to build this world with you guys. However, I hate this stupid upper level. I don't know why I ever did this. I remember I asked you guys, like, oh, should I remove it or should I just keep it how it is? No, we're just gonna remove this. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun because then now I need to go around and not use my fortune pick, but use my silk one, and then yeah, we're just gonna be lowering all of the lights. And then I have an idea with the autoinator up there, since it goes up all these levels right here. I'm gonna kind of like smooth it out a little bit, and I think like maybe the hole will be the same level as up here. I don't know about the hole yet. Actually, no, I think we're gonna lower it down because that will work. It'll go to the very first concrete layer, and I think that'll look nice. Okay. I yap a ton in case you couldn't tell. Oh, another thing about the second channel series that I think you guys will really, really enjoy, because I've actually been very strangely enjoying it, is I'm not using an elytra, and at least for a long time, I'm not going to be getting any shulker boxes. So it's very old school, like it's very I would give it like a 2015 era, Minecraft series. So I'm using, mules, donkeys, horses to get around. Every single building that I am making is a mega build. I'm not doing any little tiny little dinky ones. We're going straight to autoinator and bigger. Like the first one, I'm already beginning it and it's already bigger than the autoinator, and it's just for villagers. However, unlike a 100 days video, guess what? I can just skip this part and we can go to the next section once I go through and I lower down this entire patch. So don't mind me. See you guys in an hour. Okay, so I went through and I cleaned it all up, and oh my god, okay, so ignore the floating wall. Don't worry, that's not going to be there forever, but wow, our compound is just so flat and massive that it just looks weird. Yeah, so we definitely need to go to the end because my stuff is almost broken. A little bit of an oopsie poopsie there. I'm kind of surprised how much was here and how many creeper holes there were. Again, I'm always very surprised with past me. I don't know how I just have creepers blowing up all the time. Next up, speaking about big holes, is that I kind of love this. I might extend the white concrete out like 2 blocks or maybe add something else around it just so it's not so like thin, but I think that's definitely the right move to just flatten out everything around the circle and then just have this be the edge, which very weirdly, I didn't plan this, but wow, does it match up with our land out here like perfectly. I did not calculate that whatsoever. But while I'm flying over there, I want to mention one thing that I've been asking on the second channel on that Minecraft series over there that, I hope you guys go and watch, go subscribe, is that with 100 days just getting like very boring and mundane and kind of just, dying out, I want to know your thoughts on would this make you happy if I just do this hardcore series? I do a series on a raft, 1 block sky block, and vault hunters, because those 3 at least entertain me the most, and I don't want to have too many to where we're in our current situation of, oh my god, I have too many, I never play them. And then talking about 100 days is that I'm thinking of just not doing any of those as 100 days anymore, just immediately changing all of them into an episodic series. So every single one of them, like regardless of where they are, like either, you know, I can restart them, which I truly do not want to because I've done that so many times. Oh my god, that was perfect. But you know, whatever 100 days that they're on right now, I'll just, you know, turn that into episode 1, you know, and then like 200 days, that's episode 2. So whatever 100 days it ended on, the first episode of it being like an episodic series would just be like the next number, you know? So let's say 1 block Skyblock. I think I've done 200 days on it now, or 300 days technically, because I think it started as a 50 hours. So like 50 hours is episode 1, 100 days is episode 2. Like I'm gonna make a series, so like a playlist, you know, so it's not confusing. But I just want to see everyone's input on all of that stuff. Like, would you guys like that? Is that a good idea to all of you? Okay, I think everything is repaired. I don't think I have anything in my shulker box or anything that I need to be worried about. God, we still need to transform the stronghold portal, which that's going to be tremendously difficult because I can't really blow it up. Oh, dude, okay, I keep forgetting to mention this. I was talking about this on the second channel. I finally, like this video right now, I finally found an Enderman mod where they won't pick up blocks. Like I'm 90% certain that it's working and that Enderman cannot carry anything anymore. The biggest sign is just going to be, you know, as we play, if we ever see like the little holes that would appear on these steps from all the Endermen. And I don't think that they should ever, you know, just pick up anything or place it randomly around here and have to go clean it up. It's, you know, nothing against Endermen, love them, cool concept, but it's just so annoying because at least with creepers, you know, if they're gonna not if they're gonna but if they're going to destroy your land, it's because you got close to them. You know, there was a cause for them to do it. You can at least combat it. You know, you can at least prevent them from being little boogers and destroying your world. Okay, now anyways, so the next order of operations, now that we have this little side project done, which that took so much time, is flattening out the entire area, which... like, I'm trying to think of a futuristic land, you know? Like, is everything just super flat? Yes. That's usually the idea that I get, and like what you would usually see in like futuristic games and movies and stuff like that. Usually things are very flat for some reason, or they're pretty elevated to where like things are floating. And with so many different region looking places like this, I don't know if I want to go. Are you kidding me? Wait, you're telling me the mod doesn't work, or are you from before the mod? Wait, why do you have that in your hand? That mod is supposed to be working. No, don't run from me. You gotta die now, but like, why do you? Oh, cool. No, please break my eardrums. Okay, wait, why is he able to carry that? I had the mod, or did I make it backwards? I'm pretty sure it's working. Well, that's cool, so never mind. Disregard everything I just said about Enderman. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of, because like, okay, we're still gonna have like very flat areas like this, and I think I like this this hill idea with the auto-inators, so it's more of like the center of attention around this entire place. But like, this area, I think we should definitely flatten out, so I need to remove that mountain. But I'm a little tempted to try and like distance like the darker shades from like the lighter shades over here. I think that can look kind of cool. You could probably do like a very specific kind of building over here, or maybe make it like a farm area, or maybe the villager place. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's actually what we do. Maybe we make it all flat, and then I can go through and like make some artificial rivers, or when we, you know, actually decide on a build, then that one I can decide how I want the land around it. I think I talked myself into that. I think that's a good idea. The hardest thing is going to be that little farm over there, but I think I'm just going to delete it because I don't really need flowers. Okay, I'm going to ask a really stupid question because like I never do that at all. Is it weird to me how you can't hear rain when you're flying around up here, but then as soon as you get towards the ground, then you can hear rain? Or does rain only have a noise because you're hearing it hit the ground and it actually doesn't make any noise going through the air? I'm scared to put that in because now I feel like people are just going to be like, oh my god, he's actually that stupid. Maybe we shouldn't. Okay, so what I'm gonna first do is just go through, and we're gonna push this back away from the edge, so that then, you know, I don't have to worry about all these blocks flying off. God, I love maxed out tools so much. This is why I want to continue series instead of starting new ones. Oh, and then talking about starting new ones, I think I'm only gonna be doing 100 days on mod packs and maps that I just don't care to, you know, extend like into a series. So like any 100 days that I do, it's just going to be a one-off, unless like, you know, it does like absolutely amazing, you guys love it and you want to see more, and I enjoy like heavily playing it, then sure, you know, obviously I'll just turn it into a series. if we have space. I'd like to limit the channel to only 4 series. You know, I think that's plenty. Also, I hope you guys enjoy me talking, because that's basically all that we can really do for this, because, you know, I'm just transforming. No, I'm not Optimus Prime, but, you know, I'm just terraforming and building. I think we'll have enough time to start the animal area, which I'm gonna need a name for the building. I think what I'm gonna be doing is a pyramid, but I kind of want to put my own spin on a pyramid instead of just making it, you know, like the pyramids in Egypt where they're just, you know, pretty straight and pointy. I think I want to kind of make it a little bit cooler, like with some flair, you know. Only a crazy man would take on this job. Do you want to know how I got this hole? You see, my father was a redstoner. You see, you guys are lucky. You just put on my videos when you're working or trying to fall asleep or doing homework, whereas I'm just stuck with myself while I'm doing work. And then I bring out the Joker impressions. Do you want to know how I got... Oh yeah, we still need to go through and actually fix that, because I can't put in too many blocks in there, or else then I'll have like 20 stacks of items just stuck up here, so yeah, that's fine. One of these days I'm gonna go through and actually fix up this entire building. I feel like if I say this, it's gonna make sense to like a few of you, but also on the second channel, so I've been reading a ton of Berserk. Like about like a week ago, I bought all 14 deluxe volumes of it, and like after like 6 days or something, I'm already on volume, like I'm halfway through volume 6. Oh yeah, second channel, heavily inspired by that world. Not like that. Okay, pause, you know, for anyone who's read it. Not like that, but I'm a lot of the buildings are inspired by those medieval drawings. Please, sir, I want to get to the top. Oh my god, that is so much dirt. Well, at least I'm not gonna have any issue whatsoever with getting dirt to fill in all of these areas, so that's 100% certain. Oh god, like, the biggest question is, do I want to go and get our beacon and build it over here so that then I can, you know, remove all these blocks a lot faster? Like, is it gonna be worth it, or am I just crazy enough to go through and not use a beacon? It would actually save me hours. You see, it's crazy. There's all of these, you know, influencers just trying to do podcasts. Podcast this, podcast that. Everyone has one. New ones are coming out every single day. It's just insane, you know? And then me over here, I just started a Minecraft channel. And then I've captivated an entire audience to where they allow me to just yap as if I'm on a podcast. And then they'll actually want to watch it instead of an actual podcast. Okay, but don't worry, I think I've yapped enough. I think I've done enough Joker impressions. I'm gonna go... I think I'm gonna do about like 2 or 3 hours of mining, see how much I can get done on there. I need to not tackle the entire area first. We need to like work slow. You know what, here. Let's start over here, because this is probably a metric ton more dirt than over there. So I think this can go faster, and we should, you know, start flattening out this area. I think I like the idea of just making all of the lands the same level. And then, you know, like on any of the other biome parts, if we're like, you know what, I don't want it to be this level, then I can just raise that building up. I can build some land underneath it. I'm just gonna go talk to myself by not recording, and I'm gonna go get rid of a mountain. Imagine saying that in real life. Oh, hey, how you doing? I didn't see you there. So I've done a bit of work, you know, the mountains are kind of gone a little bit. That's a tremendous amount of work right there. And I shouldn't have flown out of my autoinator, because now I need to go back up there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the progress with this. Also, my shovel is almost completely broken. Same with that one. So that's a big no-no. Need to go and repair that. Oh god, okay, I thought I was about to hit that. Okay, if we come over here to dirt, I have kind of a lot of dirt, like a metric ton of it. And, you know, I've recently, you know, like I'm just trying to lower it down because it was going like all the way up to here. So, you know, just insane stuff. However, with all of this dirt, what I'm thinking of doing, I think I want to actually fill in all of these blocks. I don't think I want to just make it, you know, go over, and it's strictly just so I can use up my dirt. And that's mainly just because I have so much of it, and we're about to get so much more. So I really want to clear up these shulkers. I think I have like 5 left, even though I have a shulker farm and I can, you know, I technically have unlimited of them, but you know, I got no. I thought I was going to do it again where I slammed my forehead into that wall. I was really scared. Okay, hi Pookies. I need lots of XP, okay? Oh, dude, okay. I realized this from the second channel series. I don't have Depth Strider on my boots. I don't think I've ever put that on my boots on like anything except for the second channel. I don't know how, but I always have forgotten that enchantment. And I actually like really need it because it lets you move through water like astronomically faster. So either this episode or next one, I need to get a Depth Strider 3, you know, like desperately bad. Also, oh my god, we have so many of these Ender Pearls, but Whew, okay, much better. At least now I don't need to worry about anything actually breaking. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm using all Silk Touch. But yes, I think it's a smart idea just to like try and use up all the dirt, or else I'm going to have to start throwing it away because it is just going to take up so much of my storage. And who knows, maybe it's going to bring up my property value because I'm not going to have any sinkholes anywhere. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Oh god, yeah, let's do it. Oh, and I feel like I should ask this on here because on, so again, like I keep mentioning it, but you know, on the second channel, so I asked like, what would be a name that we should have for like our subscriber base, you know, like, so I was thinking like either the clouds or the limit, because, you know, like hue, sky's the limit, get it? So like, I was thinking that. But then, of course, you guys just have to disgust me, and I love it. One of you recommended that we call the group the Skewers, because I'm Skews instead of Skies now. So I'm really curious, like, are you... What group name do you guys want? Even though I feel like regardless of what I choose, I feel like all of you are just gonna adopt the Skewers instead of like what I choose. But yeah, I thought I would ask it here because I feel like I'll get like a way bigger response as well. So we'll see. But anywho, it's just like the rest of this video. Let me go through and just put down a little bit of this. I'm trying to think of how to show this without it being boring, but it's just like, it's another grindy episode where I'm just trying to fix up the base. Like if anything, it's just gonna be a pay cut to Mr. Fox. So just that was like what, almost half a shulker? Nah, not even. Okay, yeah, no, this I don't even think the entire surrounding area to our base is gonna make a dent in those shulkers. Like it might, but then we also have to remember I still need to remove all of that, and that's not even the only hilly area. We have that entire dark green area, which is even bigger than that. So in case you can't tell, I am most definitely not finishing all of this episode. I think what we're gonna do is just focus on the swamp area and kind of just finish all of this area, and then we're gonna start the mega build. I'm actually really surprised how much one shulker of dirt actually lets me go. I think we started about here over all of this. Everything is compacted, like there's no airspace whatsoever. I'm actually really surprised. I wasn't expecting to do this much damage to the land, or like I guess like repairing to the land with just one shulker. So super duper awesome. Very happy with all of that. I'll probably just move all the empty ones there. So I've went through 5 of the shulkers, and we're actually like halfway done with this little river right here. And surprisingly, this actually isn't that tedious to go through and just, you know, keep placing down blocks and filling all of this up. Like I'm weirdly enjoying it, but I think that's only because I haven't done something like this in so long. And oh my god, looking at this area, I'm going to cry. Oh my, that's a lot. I think next update is I will record once I'm done with this river. I think I'm just going to go finish all of this off, and then I'll just show you guys the progress from there, see how many shulkers we've gone through. Because at this rate, I'm definitely not going to be filling in all of our land. Woo! Oh my goodness, we're finally done with just this one little river area, which, very surprisingly to me, I used up every single one of the shulkers, and then I had to trim a little bit of the hill just to finish it off. But oh my goodness, it's all flat. It's finally done. Luckily, this area is not going to take that much time. However, I'm definitely not going to go through and just fill in the rest of the land, because I kind of realized the amount of time that it took me just to completely fill in this one little area. I probably could have finished like this entire area of just like filling it in. I probably could have had like a good majority of our land flattened out. So like I'm not like salty about it whatsoever, you know, it just adds to our story. You know, it's a fun little fact, like, oh yeah, over here this area is completely filled in. So it's just something cool. I'm also not worried about these areas of just like not filling them in, because there's going to be sea lanterns going everywhere, so there shouldn't be any dark spots. So our land should be completely safe safe on top and a little bit below. However, speaking of below, I also now need to go around, like once we flatten out the entire area, I need to go around and raise up my walls, because if your land is higher than your walls, then like, would you call these like curbs, stepping stones, something like that? Like they're not exactly useful. And speaking of useful, instead of going to the autonator and just getting more dirt, I think next we should just go through and start lowering down all of the hills, and then we just use all of that dirt for filling in everything. And then after that, I think we should start lighting up stuff, and then start the beginning of like our animal mega build. I think that's what it's gonna be for the first one. So I want to ask you guys this, just because like I'm just curious about it, you know, like if I ever die in this world, would you guys want another another Minecraft series on here? Obviously, but not in hardcore, because I can't lie, I'm really tired of that gimmick. Like, it just doesn't serve a purpose, unless you're doing like a horror pack, like our horror series, which don't worry, like I'm still continuing it. I'm just, you know, I'm doing all the other videos first, trying to end series, clean up everything. So darn it, it's coming back. But that one at least makes sense to make it hardcore, because you know, then it just makes it scary. You're like, oh no, I don't want to die. Ah, the monster's scary. But okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna remove a little bit of this hill, flatten out the area a little bit more, and then I'll just show you guys all the progress after that. So I removed that little hill that was over there, and I've just been flattening out all the way to like the corner of where I put the wall, just trying to flatten down everything, and you know, we'll go back to the walls. So I tweeted this out, but yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen this, it's something that I've been thinking about for quite some time, and I don't know if it's like a good thing or a sad thing, especially since just how long this world has been on my channel, but how infrequent it has been, and also just how like every episode of it is just all over the place. Because, you know, it started off with 100 days, and I went all the way to day 1000. Then there's the 1000 days movie from this, and then it went into episodes, which you're watching right now. So like, it's all over the place. And this world was also created back when I was like getting back into Minecraft after not playing it for a few years, and I was just such a noob, you know, like I just barely understood anything about this. So there's a lot of inconsistencies with the world, and like there's a lot that I would have done differently than you know, how I ended up here, especially the location. Like me personally, I never would have built near a swamp. I don't like the colors. It looks very dark and gloomy. I like those colors more because it's a lot brighter. It looks a lot happier. I'm pretty happy with flattening out the land like this. Like I feel like it just makes, you know, building those giant buildings over there a lot easier. But I also would have done their placements a lot better, because don't know why, like I was just randomly placing them. I wasn't thinking about, you know, like pathways or, you know, the surrounding land to it. And what I'm getting at is it bad that like I'm kind of hoping that I die in this world soon? Like I'm definitely gonna keep on trying my hardest. Like I don't want to go out in like a loser way, where it's like, really, that's how you're ending the world? Like I'm never gonna do that. I'm gonna keep trying my best to survive and just going for as long as I can. But it's just a part of me, especially from the survival series on my other channel, I won't be sad, you know, like if I were to lose this world. Like I wouldn't be against it. Like I'm happy I have all the videos to remember this place, and I really love the you know, all the memories from here. And you know, it was a good testing world, you know, starting out and figuring out things and finding like what I want in a world. Plus then, if I were to, you know, unalive myself in here, or just, you know, die, then 100% the next series, definitely not having it in hardcore. I just don't find it entertaining or fun, where it's like, oh yeah, if you die, you lose all of this, you know, like I'm not a fan of it anymore. And then on top of that, like it's not difficult to survive. It's just when you make that one stupid mistake and you're like, really, that's how I lose hundreds if not thousands of hours on this like one world? Like it kind of sucks. It's just something that I wanted to talk about. I'm also just really curious how all of you feel, especially with just how this is all over the place. And if someone wants to understand everything that's happened in my world, they have probably 50 hours worth of stuff to watch, maybe close to that, which probably isn't a bad thing to some of you. But I guess a good part about this world is that I'm not against fixing it up and like kind of transforming everything and taking things down and reworking it so it's to a way that current me wants. Especially, you know, with me uploading this series a lot more often now. So I'm not against this world, but I feel like I'd have to make an incredibly stupid mistake to actually die in here. But it's okay, bad mobs. You can stay down here. Let me just plug up this hole. Be thunder and strike me down. Strike me, Zeus. I think I'm just gonna finish laying down all of the land right here, just flatten it out, and then I think I'll start recording again there, update you guys on, you know, how many days that took. Hey, what's up? It's actually the next day, and I think I finished just this one little section over here. I don't think I'm gonna be too kind to future me. I think I'm gonna leave a lot of, you know, clearing out that, you know, definitely for future me, and you know, extending it over a little bit more for future me. We might need to actually extend that a little bit more to the right now looking at it. Also, I removed the wall up until here just because, like, I just don't care anymore, if I'm being honest. Like, nothing's gonna spawn. Our entire base is so spawn proofed, it's incredible. Speaking of spawn proof, I still need to go through and cover up the entire land and all of the sea lanterns and put some moss on top of it. I just, you know, I wanted to hit record again before I go and do all of that. But I really want to start the mega build. I kind of have an idea for it. It's gonna be so much space that we're gonna be needing for us. I actually, we might have enough room. It's just, I kind of want to make it a little bit bigger than that because of just the amount of animals that we're going to be putting in it. And I don't think I'm going to put every animal in there, especially not the bees. The bees are still getting their own place. And then a bit earlier in the video, you know, I kind of mentioned how I wouldn't be against me dying in this world, or at least ending this world. And I think now, like, after talking to some of my editors and friends, I think what my goal is, you know, because this entire month is just the hardcore episodes, and seeing how well just one series on my second channel is just doing, and it seems like, you know, all of us enjoy it so much, I'm just gonna take a wild assumption. You know, I'm hoping I don't look, you know, a little silly in the future by saying this, but I'm just gonna assume that all of you are loving this so much, and I am not loving how I cannot find any of my moss carpet. Where did it go? I'm starting to panic. Oh, okay, good. Okay, so we got one, so that's good. We'll be able to do a lot with that. Where the hell is the rest of my... Do I seriously need to make more? No. Did Fox eat them all again? What did you... Oh my god, what are you doing? Anyways, I kind of forgot what I was talking about, but I'm just gonna make a wild assumption and say that, like, every one of us is just loving how it's only the hardcore series right now. And I think that's the route that I want to go, or I think that's just, like, the best route to go for the channel. I feel like, you know, I can do a lot more with every single series that I do in every single world. I feel like I can keep everyone's attention for it, and, you know, we won't get bored of it. Plus, I think it's probably going to be the best for the channel just to do one series, and then after this, I'll either continue like any of the series that I mentioned before, or maybe I'll just like restart them, who knows, or I'll just, you know, go off of the top comment, just see what you guys say and like what you guys want to see. But it's just something that, like, I'm heavily thinking about and just considering, and I think it's gonna be the right choice. And since I'm talking about ending this series and this world, I don't know, like, maybe my mind can be changed off of, like, some of the builds that we do, or just reading your guys' comments. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll continue it. It's just, at least the world would just require so much work and remodeling just to make it into something that I'm happy with. It's just, I hate that. I hate how that looks. It looks like someone dumped sewage all over our land. I really don't like those, that color combo down there. I keep thinking about it. I keep wanting to talk about it, so I'm sorry if I'm just yapping and you guys are tired of hearing this stuff. There's gonna be so many of you just spamming in the comments. Just make a moss farm. Why are you spending so many hours making more moss? Maybe I enjoy this, you know? Maybe I like being stubborn and not making, you know, smart things, huh? You ever think about that? Wait, did I mention this earlier? I'm also not gonna end the series until I like make all the buildings that I want in here, and you know, we actually make like a base for all of those animals and villagers down there. So don't worry, like at the very least, you know, we still have a bit to do in here, but yeah. You see, I guess the very good thing about this as well is that I have so much stone now. We're actually like getting pretty low on dirt. That part actually impresses me. Like for a second, I was thinking like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have filled in that entire river down there. But then it's like, oh wait, never mind. I think this football size area is probably big enough for all of our future future moss. I'm definitely going to be needing a lot more bone meal. Oh, so much more bone meal. I feel like a magical fairy, just going around making the world beautiful. I make flowers and sunshine and happiness. And in rare cases, agonizing death. Yeah, okay, so I think we got everything. What was the fastest way to break moss? Wasn't it this? Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Okay, if I'm lucky, is it a hoe? Oh, thank God, okay. Phew! Oh man, I was so scared that this was actually going to take like a super long time and I have to do more manual labor. Not like I haven't already this episode. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh, I do not have the inventory space for this. So I guess one way to actually fix, you know, like the poo-poo colors, our nice little sewage poo-poo over there, is just by putting moss carpet over every single one of those grass blocks. And I say that with a lot of enthusiasm and happiness in my voice because I'm never gonna do that. But it's definitely an idea. Well, I'm hoping by getting this amount of moss is that we won't have to do this anymore. I'm hoping that this will, you know, give me enough carpet to finish, you know, the rest of our compound. God, I don't even know how I created this entire system, if I'm being honest. Props to old me, or younger me, past me. Definitely past me, because I'm still young. Okay, why'd you just laugh at that? Oh yeah, no, we're definitely getting a very nice amount. And then I guess here, we'll just store all of our moss carpet down there. It's probably a lot easier just to keep it there. So why am I still carrying around sea lanterns? Here, I need all the inventory space I can get. And this is going to be tremendously long out to go around and collect everything. Hey Ma, look, it's snowing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, I hope I can pick up everything before it despawns. I probably should have been, you know, coming down here like every now and then just to pick up everything, but oh my god, it's not stopping. Oh, dude, there's so much. We just can't see it. Don't worry, in case you're wondering, I'm still running it. Don't worry, still doing laps. Lap 17, come on. Nice. See? Okay, look at that. That was worth it. I feel like I used a lot more stone than just that 3. Did I get ripped off? Wait, no, there's no, I swear I used more. Did Fox eat a lot of it or something? Like, am I missing something? Okay, but here, okay, so we now have that much carpet. That should be, you know, plenty. That should be amazing. Let's get, what is that? Oh, white concrete? Why does that not look like white concrete? Dude, for whatever reason, that I was thinking like Better Minecraft, the smooth glowstone, that stuff. Dude, I was getting like straight vibes of that. Okay, now I'm ready to go and do all that super duper fun stuff. Let's do, you know, the super tedious work. We might as well just go through and do the entire area of all of these sea lanterns in here. It's probably even easy. I should have left one spot open. There's nothing I can drop. This is why I'm really heavily considering a mod to where I can wear my chest plate and my elytra at the same time. Why do I even have that there? Honestly, we could just keep it in there, and then, you know, whenever I actually need it, and then boom, we'll just, you know, actually put that down, put it on, because I never really need it. I'm never really in like dangerous situations, and at least that way I'll never accidentally drop it again like I did in like one of the super early episodes, or accidentally toss it in lava. I know you guys are so jealous that you don't get to go through and do all of this. You're missing out. I think a fun little like challenge just to put on to this hardcore world. So I have like a double chest of totems. Like, yeah, I literally just, I can't lose this world unless I just get like a triple whammy all at once and I'm just constantly just getting pounded. But I think if I ever pop this totem, I'm just not gonna use another totem. So then, you know, if I actually die and then boom, you know, now there's actual, there's some actual, what am I trying to say? You know, that one thing, you know, like there's like, you know, like there's a risk, you know, but like there's like a different word for it. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Like it's like that thing. Like there's another term for it, but I just can't think of it right now for some reason. I swear I'm smart, okay? I promise you I passed high school. Oh, nice. It actually lines up perfectly to the edge of it. I don't have to like extend my lantern or anything. That's really nice. Oh man, dude. Okay, so putting on a movie on the like your other monitor while you play, a lifesaver right there. Absolutely love it. So I actually just watched all of Dune 1, and it was very trippy because as soon as I was about to place down this very last moss carpet right there, like black screen, credits roll. Like I was feeling very powerful. Like I can't lie, dude. It felt like a movie for me too. But yeah, so I went through and I just put down all of the sea lanterns, covered them with moss. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything exciting. My eyes were actually starting to hurt by how boring that was. Okay, but I think we're finally done with every single one of those little like mundane tasks that we need to do that are just so repetitive and boring and you know. Oh, and then about Dune 1. So good movie. I see why people like it, but it felt like the first movie was just like world building, character building. They're setting you up for like the real story, so I'm guessing like that's what Dune 2 is about. But again, like I'm not complaining whatsoever about Dune 1. Like it was good. I liked it. And I'm actually a little inspired by some of the buildings in it, even though it's a like a future dystopian universe, I guess you could say. I think I can actually take some really fun structural designing from it, you know? I'm not making everything sand, like that's definitely not happening. But I like the giant size of everything, and then just how I guess this is weird to say, but how cold all of the buildings and the rooms feel. But then like obviously I'm gonna be putting my spin on things. Like I'm not just gonna copy it perfectly over. Like I feel like that'd be boring. Or like, you know, the second channel is all about the medieval builds, you know, and very hilly areas, everything to look natural. Here everything is very flat, futuristic. So for inspirations for like a lot of things, I honestly think just Halo, maybe some Star Wars, Dune. That's all that I could really think of. I'm trying to find more inspirations on like how I should structure the world and build things. However, do not worry, because I have the perfect idea for this next build. Like I don't need any inspiration for it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I want to make like, I don't really know how to explain it, but like a tank, you know, like a very tanky looking pyramid. Again, with my own like spin off to it. It's not going to be a traditional pyramid, but yeah, we're going to need a lot of you. Need a ton of you. We're going to need like a few of you. Maybe like a little, like a few of you. Maybe like one of you. Okay, now let's see. So we don't want to start this too close to the edge over there. I don't feel like counting, and I don't feel like making circles because I hate looking at websites to do all that stuff. But I think I want to make it look like where it's kind of floating a little bit. Like it's a little bit off the ground. Okay, is this a good spot? Yeah, okay, so I think I like where we were. We could leave a little bit of space over there because we could probably build the portal room over there because like it doesn't need to be that grand and spectacular. So first off, we need to start in the center of these guys, and I think this should be like a good size for the very bottom of it. So this will be holding up our entire base or building, and then just building it just like that. Very typical things, and then we come out like this, not like that. The worst part is how I actually can't like jump on the ground and come back up here, or else I have to use a water bucket, and then that destroys all of the moss carpet. So I'm thinking, actually no, I think that's too pointed because this is going to be a thick boy. It's going to be very big, and if it looks like it's being held up by 4 marbles, that's going to look really stupid. So actually, okay, here. Okay, instead of having to delete all of it, if you just bring it down. Is that all my items? Give me... I should use scaffolding for once in my life. I don't think I've ever used that for any build, and I don't know why I don't. Okay, but... Actually, ooh, okay. So before I start building anything with like the white concrete or any other colors, so we need to be very careful, and I need to make sure that I build these all in the same spots, in like same size. Okay, so it's all the way down there, and I think over here is like a good size for it. Okay, I think that's identical. Now, in case you're wondering how many blocks is this apart, I didn't count, so I don't know, but we do need it to be somewhat of a square. Yeah, no, I have to count it all. Well, let's see. How should we even count this? 1, 2, 3... 81. Okay, so they're 81 blocks apart. Is that big? I feel like the Autoinator is still bigger than that. Yeah, no, that's tiny. Yeah, ew, no, gross, ugh. Okay, well, I don't want to get too close to the outer wall right there, so I'll make this at least like the actual edge of it. Okay, I think that's a better one. Like, it's still not as big as the Autoinator. I just didn't build, like, a big enough part of the land for it. But, you know, maybe it's a good thing that I don't actually build something bigger than that, you know? So, especially because, like, I'm very 50-50 on keeping this world. So, I don't think I want to go all out. Next series, definitely will, though. I want big buildings. Like what, you know, I'm doing on my survival series on Skies 2. Yes, pierce my ears. Yes, make me go deaf. Okay. Alrighty, let's do this again. A 1, a 2, a 3. 111. Perfect. Magic number. Maybe this will be the perfect building because of that. Oh my goodness, it's 1111. Make a wish. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I messed up. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. I think I duplicated a number on one block. Cool, I was at like 90. 111. Wait, what? I can't. That makes no sense because did I seriously miscount again? Am I off by like 2? Wait, no. Okay, wait. I think this is correct. Yeah. Okay, wait. I think it should be like that. Because it's like there's no way that these should be off. Everything in here is symmetrical. Like it's all by the same numbers. Okay, so the bottom one doesn't line up with the moss. It's only one inside. How does this one look? Okay, yep. One inside doesn't touch the moss. One inside doesn't touch the moss. Awesome. Okay, good. Phew. Okay, I thought I was gonna have a lot more issues. I was scared that I would have to start thinking like, ugh. There we go. Okay, so luckily we don't really need to count this way whatsoever. We can kind of just run in a straight line as long as we match it up with this. And then we just kind of guesstimate it and then I run over to the other one and then boom, there we go. And then in case if you're wondering, am I gonna go and just recount everything just to make sure that it's all correct right now before I actually start building the building? No. That requires math. Like, what do I look like? A complete nerd dweeb that just stays inside all day just playing video games nonstop and then cares about his one singular world so much? Okay, yeah, I think that's a decent size because this is just like the little starting points. I think I'm gonna be making, why am I trying to fly with a carrot? The sections, I didn't even go up that high. All the sections are gonna be sitting on top of the glass. They're going to be coming, not like that, around it a little bit. So they're gonna come out a little bit. So I think this is a decent size. The biggest thing that I'm thinking about is the bottom floor, I think is gonna hold all of the pandas. So you know how many I have and how they are. So we need a lot of space for them. I wish the sky was more blue. Like it's so gray and dull and depressing. Like I wish it was more like Fortnite. That's not even sarcasm, that hurt to say. Okay, so luckily we don't need to care about any of the sea lanterns because we have that around us. We don't need to care about spawn proofing. I mean, we could do it like how I did that where I just built everything out of white concrete and then I went back with all of the prismarine stuff and then that's how I added color. I don't know. Okay, here, we're gonna start with one singular layer. So this, I think, needs to come out 3 blocks. Yeah, I think I like 3 blocks, like that. And then, okay, so we're gonna match this up. Trust me, you guys are gonna know exactly what I'm doing, like, not soon, because I talk a lot, and I constantly tear down my buildings and I redesign stuff. Okay, so I think... Okay, so this is matched up to the glass. Maybe I'm thinking is we go over because we need this to be huge. So we need this to be a very, very big boy. So we need to not think of little numbers. We need to think of big numbers. That's an entire stack of white concrete. Are you kidding? Okay, so I think leg size because still the center of this is going to be huge. So we come over to here and then 13, 14. Okay, there we go. Don't worry, how this is most likely going to go is that I'm going to come up with a design. I'm going to hate it after we get like really decent progress on this. And then I'm going to tear it all down and then I'm going to be really sad because that's never happened before. Now, the lore for this building, in case you're wondering, is like that's not actually glass. You know, for us, that's going to be a very, very strong force field. So, you know, I care about my animals so much, you know, I would be so distraught if I ever lost any of them whatsoever. So by having that little force field on the ground, if there's ever like an earthquake or a bomb goes off, you know, the building can at least shake. It'll keep its hold. So it's to make it stronger. And I might double this as the panda enclosure and the bee area. I think that'll work out well. Let's go 3 more, so we'll make it 17 away from the glass. Is it weird that like I'm kind of like I'm already disappointed in the build because I feel like it's gonna be so tiny. Like, damn, how big did I make that big boy over there? Dude, that's actually wild. I'm pretty sure almost all of this, I think I had one more thing of blue glass, but all of this I think was white concrete, and it's just this. It's actually kind of wild. I really hope I don't need to go and make more white concrete. God, I really hope that I don't need to. Okay, so this is perfect. This is beautiful. So I think what we should do is go, oh yeah, I can walk under this, cool. Yeah, I think we just need to go around and do this to all of the other sides. So actually, no, I'm not even gonna explain this, but we need to at least finish these because I already know future me is most definitely gonna forget this design. Like I am not gonna know what I was trying to do whatsoever, but at least for you, okay, so this side, I need you to go 3. off in this direction. And then from there, from here, I think both of these was 17. Yeah, I think that's right. Here, I guess for once I'll actually go and check this. Why not? And perfect. Okay, yes, they do line up. And then don't mind me, just gotta go around and fill. So much fun. Oh my gosh, it was such a blast. Just another day, another victory royale for the Fortnite OG. Yep, this is gonna be taking a lot of white concrete. It might actually compete with the Autoinator. Oh, okay, yeah, this is gonna be a big boy. I still feel like these are too tiny. Like they're supposed to be somewhat equal to the distance like between this, but like it just looks like a baby. Like, I feel like these are gonna look too dinky. Or maybe this will be fine. Because these are all in the corners. And then maybe building being, like, a lot wider and, like, thicker and more dominant than the pillars is gonna be fine. Here, what we'll do is just... We'll finish the flooring for every single one of these. And then we'll start on the towers. Like, we'll start, like, building them up a little bit. And then if it's looking like, yeah, these are way too tiny dinky, then, yeah, I'm just going to, extend up. Wait, is this the right spot? I think so. Yeah. God, it's so nice having your land just completely spawn proof because except for the towers. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, you know, it's nice because everything is safe, but they're definitely not safe when you have two creepers just walking around your structure like that. That's no good. All right, here, let's just go and map out this one. Okay, maybe this build isn't so baby tiny small because, oh my lord, is this taking up a lot of my resources. It's actually wild how many rockets I need just to get around my base. Like, imagine if I just wasn't using an elytra, just constantly having to use a horse to get back and forth. And I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this. If I do start like a brand new series, you know, this world ends, blah, blah, blah. Should I just use white like this? Or, you know, like futuristic stuff doesn't just have to be this one single color. Like they can still use like stone and bricks and everything. Like I think I can make that work, but I'm just curious because white concrete, you know, it's very cool. Looks very clean, very futuristic, but oh my god, is it annoying to get. And then Mr. Fox is just so mean and cruel, and you know, he's like, no, I'm not gonna come in here and do it for you. You do all the work. Like he's very demanding and just cruel to me. Just God, just, you know, just like with an iron fist and a sword. That's how he that's how it is to work with him. Like the guy's mean. Oh, yes. Okay, all four of them are done. Okay, how do you look? Like, man, I'm so worried that they're going to be very skinny. But the biggest thing is, like, I think I'm just gonna make all of these just elevators. So like when you enter into the pyramid, you have elevators to get to all the different floors. So as you keep going higher and higher, you know, like I think that's like a good idea for all of these towers. I don't think I'm gonna make these rooms to where animals can go in them. Yeah, I think I like that idea. So yeah, just really big, well, not really big. We'll just have like one little dinky line in there, I think, for the elevator. Actually, nah, just so it doesn't look weird, we'll make it very big elevators. I'm really starting to like remember just how big I made this building. Yeah, no, I'm definitely thinking way too small while I build. God, dude, we're running so low. Oh, this makes me nervous. We're 100% gonna have to make more white concrete. Dude, I'm so scared that these are too tiny. You know, here, let's just continue building it and let's just see what happens because... I think, oh my god, I almost fell off. I think I know how to save this. Yes. Okay, no, I think I know exactly how to save this without having to use more white concrete. So we need to light this up because I don't want any part of this building to be a mob spawner. It kind of sounds annoying when it is one. And then we'll just skip it on the corner so it's a little bit more curvy. You know, I just gotta add some flair to everything. I think 3 tall should be fine because we're gonna be putting some sea lanterns on the back side of this like we did with the legs over there that you can't tell, and I don't know why they're brown. Did the sewage break? I really underestimate just how much I need for everything. Like, sheesh, just draw me like one of your surprise French girls at this point. I don't know why I don't put away some of my items so I can carry more glass. Straight lightning, straight speed, and no accuracy. And then very luckily now we can actually start moving on to the easy stuff. Which, you know, whenever I want more of this, I just have to go AFK. I don't know how to get back there. I gotta be very honest. I have no clue how to get back to my guardian farm, and I feel like that's kind of an issue. It's a little ugly. Don't get me wrong. I do heavily agree with that, but at the same time, like it's kind of important to have all of this lighting. But I don't think it's gonna matter. I think right now it probably looks really bad just because this is the only thing that we can see. But as soon as I make the rest of the building, like as soon as like, you know, there's stuff on top of this, I think it's all gonna look perfectly fine. So we still have an issue though, is that like, you know, everything is super good except for the center. That might actually be enough light. I think just having one single block in the center. Yeah, no, I'm actually so positive that it's enough. And I'm so positive on that I'm not even gonna like check. We're just gonna continue going. Now I think this part's gonna hurt, but I think if we just double, ooh, maybe we do two. Oh no. Oh no, did I make the bottom floor too tiny? I mean, I can always lower it down. No, but that wouldn't look good. I'm not destroying all that. That would take too much time. Shut up. Well, okay, but still, this is like a force field. So it's like another suppression thingy. So maybe we only need one, and then up top we'll have two so it can support the weight of the towers. I think that'll be good for the lore. So I think everything's saved. We probably don't need to fix anything. And then if any of you think that I do need to fix it, just leave it in the comments, and I'll make sure to not read them, because then that would mean that I would have to go do more work, because I really don't want to like take down anything. So I think that'll be a good like partnership that we have. You know, you guys tell me to fix this and I ignore you. Okay, I think I like that. You know, I don't think that we needed to make the bottom half too thick, because maybe, my guess is like once all of these look like that, it kind of just brings your eyes up since it's so skinny and like not dominant in your view. Maybe this is a good thing. I'm also really tempted to like trim off the corner piece. It might look better instead of it being so like edgy. Yeah, I think I like that a lot more. I think it looks way better. Oh, maybe we only do that on the corners of it like this. So any corner that doesn't lead to another leg like that, we just leave it cut like that. I think that would be a good look. All the other pieces are straight like that because they're also going to lead into like the pyramid. Because like, remember, you know, there's something going like here. It's going to be going up. So yeah, oh, dude, I kind of ate with that. I'm kind of cooking right now. You know, Gordon Ramsay who? Speaking of who, I think we can actually go cheap with this because we're not going to be seeing this at all. I think for a lot of the inside of the building, you know, it's probably going to crush you guys. So sorry, but I think we can go planks, and to go even cheaper, I think we can do plank slabs because we just need to fill this in. I mean, technically we don't need to fill it in, but just in case if I need to like build something in here, maybe, you know, we'll have like a floor already for it. Plus then, you know, if I do this, then I don't need to go and make more concrete or, you know, find my guardian farm and then AFK there. Like, dude, it's lifesaver, you know, it's allowing us to progress really fast. I just also need to cover all of this wood so lightning can't light it on fire. Really? That? Oh my god, I didn't even bring enough to finish that? Oh, Jesus. The good thing is that as we progress with the towers, as they get taller and taller, they are going to be getting skinnier and skinnier because, you know, pyramid. I'm going to make an assumption I only need 32, and I'm really hoping that I'm not going to be wrong. If I am, it's definitely a pay cut to Mr. Fox. And phew! Okay, good. Now, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'll finish up like a good portion of this tower, and then I think I'm gonna go watch a movie and do the other towers with at least as much resources that I have to do all of it, because I'm getting a little worried about that. Now let's see, so we have a lot of these. Dude, I'm almost thinking of making it really dark. Okay, because I used a little bit of it on there. Like, it might be a good thing to make this, like, a little bit darker compared to those two buildings. It might make this stand out to us to be like, oh yeah, this is like an industrial place, just like that one over there, where it's a little bit darker than that. Even though technically that is also a industrial place because of the hole, but yeah, anyways, okay, I need to stop yapping. So I have a, no, actually, okay, never mind. So cool. What? I don't even know what language I was speaking there. So we can't use grass, but I think I can use moss, because I kind of want to make this look a little bit naturey with the animals, and I feel like every layer that we go up, if we go in 3 blocks, I can then make, you know, I can bring it up like one more here, and I can make these 2 blocks moss, if that makes sense to you. We can actually probably do it like right here. No, we're not gonna do it on this floor. Okay, so we want to do dark, and we want white concrete still. I think predominantly we should go here. Okay, so 4 on each side. I think that would be good. Okay, from there, we'll go one on the side of all of these with some white concrete, because this will be holding in the force field, of which I've now realized that the floor is an issue. Okay, so we'll have to carve away a little bit of this. So we go boom, boom, boom. So we go in 3. Yeah. 3, of which this will become sea lanterns, so it can light it up here like that. We're not going to use this glass. We're going to use panes, because I think that'd look even nicer. I think we just go in like one right there, and then we just have that. Like, that might look okay, at least for this floor. We might swap it up like every other floor, I think. But yeah, okay, let's go do that. Okay, I mean, maybe we cut up the corners and we put that. No. We shouldn't complicate things just to complicate them. And then, so originally I was thinking always making like each floor 3 tall, but maybe, honestly, dude, we should probably make it 5. Because I think the towers would look even better if they were taller. Wait, am I already messing up? No, I don't think I'm messing up. Because I need all of these to lean towards the center. So it's like, I don't know if I need to start it from here and build it all, but no, but that'd be bad. God, dude, I wish I knew how I wanted to build this. This is why you should plan things out. Okay, but yeah, I think making each floor like 5, because we need to start thinking big like that. If I do it by 3, like this isn't going to be anything. It's going to be so tiny. Oh my God, wait. Did you guys also just realize the issue that I just realized if I were to put glass right here? Don't think we're gonna be using panes, at least not in the way that we were thinking. Maybe panes can go out here like this, because that's what I did do in the Autoinator. Did do, almost sounds like doo-doo. Okay, so we'll have panes out here like that, and then I think we use regular glass here. Maybe we then do more sea glass? Or sea glass, maybe? Not right there. I'm very stupid. And then I would do like funky shapes, like how you can't tell over there until I do this. So I would do funky shapes like I did here, but like, I don't think it really matters. I am remembering how I did this. I kind of like it. I think I'm getting an idea of what to do over here. Okay, so... Okay, let's test something, okay? Let's just throw stuff at the wall right now, and we're gonna see what sticks. Like, we're not gonna let Mr. Fox just, you know, ruin the building, you know? Like, we need no negativity right now. Okay, so we'll copy the Autoinator. You know, we got all the sea glass like that. Then, let's go get some regular glass. That's right, you see, okay, ow. So I forgot, you know, like we need to worry about depth on this. We don't want it to be super duper flat. I think that's also why that looks so cool, is because of all of the depth that I put everywhere that you can't see right now. But trust me, it's there. I'm not going crazy. Yes, beautiful. I almost just fell off. Okay, so we need to do something with these corners. They're way too flat. Don't like that. It's like we could do this, but like this feels like such a cop-out. Having a pole right here is probably a good idea, but also that. I mean, we could do some prismarine bricks, you know, just for a nice little splash of color. I think that's okay. I'm tempted to then go around and remove the first little white concrete right here. Maybe change it out with this as well. Might look good. I think that's okay. I'm worried about lighting over here. Mobs might be able to spawn, so maybe we remove that and we put that, and then that should make it entirely spawn-proof. And we could, oh my God, this is so difficult to place, but we could have some panes right there just to have like one little thingy, because I think I'm gonna have the ceiling up here, like, you know, the next section will come out a little bit, so then like it'll make a little bit of sense. I think I like that. Like, we don't need to go crazier, because I mean, we could do it like this, or it's like super funky and weird. I might be fine. Welcome to Building with Skies. Yes, I like to place down everything and then remove it. That's how I function. Okay, good. Everything seems to be done down here. Now we just need to go around and add all these little trippy thingies. I'm always so uncertain in the beginning of the building. It's so much easier once you actually get everything going, and then you just go back and like undo the things that you don't like. Amazing. So I'm kind of tempted to like copy that design that I did over there. So we have that stuff kind of come off. We have a ring light going around it, and then no, because that's not gonna work. Oh my God, how do I want this? It's like this would work if I was building straight up and I needed to lean that direction. Okay, well here, let's try something. Because, okay, so we want it to go in 3. So it's at least going to go into here. And then this is where it's going to be starting again. Ooh, I need more rockets. Ow. I also need new shins. Don't worry, I'm also realizing that like this is kind of ruining my idea of putting moss at every single floor, but don't worry, like I said, you know, we're gonna come back and, you know, and probably tear down this entire thing and try something new, because usually my first attempt is always just like way too complicated and like ugly, and then the next one is when it looks really beautiful and a lot better. Think of it as, you know, I'm a caterpillar. Yeah, like right now I'm making my cocoon so that then I can become a butterfly and it'll just be way more beautiful. Maybe I need to go watch a movie and I need to like take my time with this. Maybe I need to try out a lot of renditions of this, because this ain't it, Chief. Like I have an idea of like how I want this building to look. Like I know how I want it, because I want all of these towers. I don't know the shape of it. It's like if you took a pyramid and you cut it into fours, so you like boom boom and you stick them there, so all of these are leaning towards the center. So like this side is just going to be straight up, this side over there continuously comes in towards this direction, and then this is going to start a little bit higher up than the towers, and it's going to lean in towards the center and be a pyramid. I have the idea, it's just for the love of God I cannot execute it. God, I don't know why I'm having such an issue with this, and I think it's because I'm trying to overcomplicate it. I think that's my biggest problem. I think I had a lot easier time with that and making that look pretty decent because I started with only white concrete, and then I went back and I like destroyed some of the white concrete and I replaced things. Dude, it looks like a face that belongs in Garten of Banban. 1,000,000% I'm destroying this. Nope, can't do it. And see, this is what I mean, you know, it always starts out super duper ugly and then it'll become really cool. I think I'm gonna go watch Batman, so I'll see you guys in like 3 hours. Okay, so I finished all of the Batman movie. Gotta say, it was really good. I enjoyed it as well. I'm kind of shocked how I'm watching like good back-to-back movies, but yeah, I like how they took it like a lot darker and like more adult-like in it. It was kind of cool to see Batman in that sense. And then yeah, I still love Doom. I don't know if I mentioned that one before, but yeah, Doom 1 was really cool. Might go see Doom 2. Anyways, so it took me a couple iterations of the tower because I like, even now I still don't know if I like this one, but I definitely don't want to tear it down. So let me explain it, okay? One, it's not a white Xbox Series X, you know, whatever like the most current one is, but like I think it works. So originally I was planning on having it to where it would kind of be like a little like a triangle going like this way towards the center of the pyramid, but I think this way works a lot better, especially having the top like curved like this and like cut off, and then it has like all the sea lanterns below, then it has glass, and then all the glass is being blocked by white concrete. So I think I like this design, and then I like how, well, if I can even show you this, the building curves inwards and then it comes outwards up here. I think I'm a very big fan of that look, just so it's like not all flat. Like usually more curves the better it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a humongous beacon of light, and then below the tower it's sitting on a little ring, which I kind of like that idea. I'm not going, I looked up so many images on Google and I was just not happy with anything that I was finding. I replicated this floor to this floor as well, except there's only sea lanterns and glass on like the 2 outer sides. The 2 inner sides that are going to be going towards the pyramid are not going to have any lights on them, and I think that's just because the pyramid's going to be connecting to it, and I think this is how I'll make like the water elevator to get up. But then from the towers, I'm thinking of having bridges go to the other towers so they're all connected, like all 4 sides will be connected to each other, and I think this is a good idea. I think I'm happy with this. Plus, I'm pretty sure all of this is spawn proof. I don't think we should ever have any issues with mob spawning anywhere on these towers. I don't know how to replicate this, I won't lie, because this was a lot of guessing and like remodeling as I was building it. It was not a very simple design. You know, when have I ever made simple stuff, and then when have I ever been able to duplicate what I build perfectly? Like, I don't know why I do this to myself, because I'm trying to imagine this on all 4 sides. I think it's going to look really, really awesome once it's all done. It's just, you know, this is the beginning stage, and of course beginning stages have to have issues, okay? This is when, you know, you work out all your problems, you put it all on the table, you really get to know them, you know? And I'm really getting to know that took a lot of concrete. And remember remember how I had, you know, some concrete remaining in the second chest over here? Not anymore. That I actually think this amount of concrete won't even let me finish one of those squares, like the bottom level square. We're running low on sea lanterns, so I do need to go AFK and do all of that stuff. I need to make more of the white concrete, which I don't think I have any white concrete powder at the end. I need to fill up all of the double chest for that white concrete. It's gonna be needed. We're probably gonna have to do that multiple times as well. Oh my god, no, I have to like also use water and like change them all. Oh yeah, we need to go to the end because my elytra's almost dead. I think what we should do is go and make some white concrete, which off the top of my head, I don't remember how. Okay, let's see. Did I guess correctly? Awesome. Okay, we'll make as much of you as we can, which that was cool. Wow, I actually almost guessed that completely. Oh, and don't worry, in case you're wondering, I have absolutely no idea how to use my gravity block duplicator. I have like a general idea, but I kind of don't remember. But fingers crossed. Oh, it's like, dude, it's gonna look so cool when all of these are built and they're all like facing opposite from each other. And once I actually build the pyramid, in case you can't tell, it's not gonna happen over 1, 2, 3, or 4 videos. It's going to be over quite some time to build that thing because that is a very big boy coming in. That tower is actually almost the same height as the Autoinator. I made sure to make it very tall because I was going to make it a lot shorter, but then I just kept going until like I was kind of seeing like the same level height as the Autoinator. Okay, let's see. Do I remember how to do this? So, okay, yeah, I think I just turn on those switches. Hi, what are you doing here? I didn't bring any shulkers with me. Oh, here, first off, let's just make sure this still works. Okay, that is not at all how it's supposed to, and cool, it's not even pulling it the right way. Okay, that's not right. In this industry, that is what we would like to call no bueno. Okay, why are you not working? I'm in the same version that I created this on. Wait, how is it not working? Well, this is totally good. Not a bad thing whatsoever. Awesome. I might have to look up a video to make another one of these. I'm a little curious. If we go into here, did I at least get any of the blocks? That's awful. That's a no. Oh, no. Why doesn't it work? It used to work. I'm very positive I made it in this version of 1.18.1. So I don't know why it just randomly broke. Woo, yippee, look at all that sand I got. So wait, how am I doing on gravel? Because like at the very worst, where's my gravel? At the very worst, if I can't fix that farm. Okay, so at least like I can make some white concrete. It's just like I very desperately want to actually make, you know, infinite amount of it. It'd be really nice to like emulate creative mode. Oh, dude, this is all Fox's fault. I can't believe you, man. Oh, dude, if I can't fix this farm, it's definitely gonna be a pay cut. I swear to God, I made it in this version, so why is it broken now? It literally makes no sense. Dude, if I actually can't duplicate blocks, it might actually prevent me from making so many buildings. Okay, so I did some thinking, and I also tweeted this out, and I asked, you know, some of my friends. I think I actually just want to end the world here. So there's multiple reasons for that. Well, first off, so I destroyed the entire farm. I extended the building and I was about to begin, you know, creating a new farm, but then I think I need to move this portal. That's more work, but it's just, I've been playing this world for 2,611 in-game days and we really don't have much to show for it. There's so much that I need to go through and start fixing in here. I know I destroyed all the buildings and I put in all this effort to like start building new things, but then just when I think about them, all of the items that I need to get and my farms are just breaking in this world for some reason. Everything is just so scattered. I don't like the placement of our buildings and our base. Plus, since this world is about 4 or 5 years old, I keep on forgetting it. It's just, I don't like okay, when I make the new series, like everything's still gonna be futuristic and then maybe a little bit flat, but not flat like this. And yeah, like I'm thinking more of like this kind of design for futuristic stuff, where it's a lot like simpler, whereas like I overcomplicate all of the designs for these and they're just, for me nowadays, it's just hard to build like this because I don't like how this looks, if I'm being honest. I am not a fan of how the Autoinator looks, really. Like, I like some parts of it, but I think I can do a ton better nowadays, especially if you go look at the second channel. And believe it or not, about half of the farms down there don't work anymore, and my redstone to turn things on and off are kind of broken as well. So it's just, there's so many things that I need to fix. Like, I always start things and then I don't finish them. That farm in there doesn't work. I don't know what happened to the shulker, but he's missing. And this one, I kind of want to save this design for the next world because I kind of just don't really have like the will or like the enthusiasm, I guess you can say. Like I don't really have that to, you know, continue this world. I would much rather start on a new world to where I can actually do a lot better world buildings, where I have like bridges going to places, pathways. We actually have some trees and bushes everywhere. Like it's going to be futuristic, but I think I'm going to take it a different futuristic pathway to where it's not so like Halo-like. It's more of Dune, maybe Destiny 2 as well, like those kind of futuristic. So I feel like I can do so much more on a clean slate, and there's so much to do to like fix this world to make it to where I want it to be. And plus, I don't like this building, if I'm being honest. Like I'm keeping it because, you know, it's the first big building I ever built, but I don't like it and it doesn't fit in with the world at all. And it'd be too much effort to try and make this fit into the world to where, like, again, I would just rather start a new world. And I don't like how difficult it is to follow this series along, how it started off 100 days and then it had that 1000 days full movie that like kind of made my channel, and then I made it episodic, and then I stopped playing this world for an entire year. Like almost none of you remember this world really, and I feel like it's just smarter and better if I were to just make a new series and then I only do that series. Like I'm just gonna stick to one single series now and I only do that, and then if I'm ever bored of the world or I get burnt out of playing on this world or on that world, then I could just, you know, do another series, have like a little tiny one go until like I'm not burnt out from my hardcore world and I come back. So it's just all these thoughts, and I wish I could upload this video before making this decision. It's just I'm preparing this so that, you know, this entire month was just supposed to be the hardcore series, but now it's just gonna go straight into a new single series. And also that new series, it's not gonna be hardcore. Like I know how to make the world into hardcore if we want to change it. It's pretty simple. So, you know, if you guys want me to continue in hardcore, I can. It's just I'm so much more interested in regular Minecraft. Like I don't really enjoy the appeal of hardcore anymore. It's just a very lame gimmick nowadays. So yeah, there's my decision there. But it's just there's so much, and I truly hate the location that I built this compound in. I don't like the swamp area coming into here. I want to find like a very big plains biome. And also this world generation's from like 2015. Not 2015. What? No, it's from 1.15. Sorry. So I just think just ending this series and then just starting a new one that's a lot easier to follow along with is just the smarter route to go. I'll have a lot more fun in there. Plus it'll have my current building skills. So I think the world is just going to end up a lot better. At the very least, hey, you know, I made it to day 2612, but I'm not going to delete the world. I'm not going to, you know, end my life in here. Like I'm going to keep this world. So, you know, if I ever want to do like a throwback episode, or, you know, if we want to come back and like look at things, like I need inspiration or something, who knows, you know, then hey, I can just load up this world and we can come back in. But it's just kind of the my idea with it all right now. Plus I need to end this episode because like I'm starting to run very long on recording time. Like, this has been going on for quite some time now. But yes, I hope you guys can understand my decision. Please don't be mad. I know I destroyed everything and I was going to rebuild it, but I promise you I'm going to make things so much better, bigger, way simpler than the Autoinator. Just this size of a building, definitely going to keep doing that, but some buildings are going to be bigger, some will be smaller than this one obviously. But yeah, it's just my thoughts going on. Plus I need to fix this auto sorting system. I never even completed it and never even built like the face to make it look pretty in here. But yeah, I hope you guys can understand. I hope that you guys are excited for the next series, and yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be making it survival because I'm tired of the hardcore gimmick. And yeah, there's me yapping. Probably annoyed a lot of you by just talking like that, but yeah, I just wanted to get all my thoughts out there. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode though, and don't worry, next week is going to be the first episode of the new series going on this channel, and I'm going to try my best to actually just keep uploading it. I'm going to try and stick to that single series idea, and hopefully I can rush to, you know, making mega builds really fast. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please understand, you know, where I'm coming from, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!